want to know about TV media and social media and how it could be giving us implants or affecting us in some way when we watch shows or when we scroll on Facebook or Instagram, etc.
What an amazing tool this is for humankind. These interferences and constructs and the hardware that is delivered from the interaction. It is something put there to teach each person in a different way. Some people will learn to recognize the feelings of the experience, the feelings of the implants, you say, coming into their field or body. And some will choose that they will just have them and live in the space with them. These implants will affect different people in different ways. Some will keep them believing in a greater program that has been designated to keep them in a certain space. Some in the third dimensional frequency, and as you two are discussing, in the fourth dimensional frequency. There is one movie in particular that has been designed to accelerate the 4D path on Netflix that came out. This channel can never remember the name of it, and that is good. But it talks of the end of the world and frequency attacks, apocalyptic things. And what people do not realize is that as they accept these hardwares in their brain and other parts of them, they will then spread this information with their energy and their words and on social media, creating a cycle. And those who are trying to share all of the information to protect everyone are actually doing more to further this agenda and create the problem. So when you feel like you are stuck in the fear of the horrible things that the powers that be may be doing in the world, you must check in with how it feels in your body. And if your energy changes, and if you become focused on these things and feel an overwhelming push to share it around and tell everyone everywhere, these actions are creating it more and more. So you are really falling into the plan that you are trying to fight. Instead, notice how your body feels and choose to release these things out of your field or get help doing it. Learn how to do it and then realize the difference and how you can then let go of these ideas, and you can then choose to create something better with your words, your actions, and what you choose to spread and share around. Are you spreading fear? You may be implanted. Are you choosing to create something better? Then you may be unattached from this. You can use things like shields on your devices and so forth, but more important than that, it's not the shield itself, but the awareness that comes along with it and the intention behind it. Does this make sense?
It makes so much sense. That's exactly it. It's not just about putting up shields, but just knowing it's there and that you are not absorbing it. You may be watching it and enjoying the show, but understanding what's happening on any show that could have implants. Do you think there are a lot of shows or a lot of stations which have many implants in them?
Most of it. Most of it.
And, some things can just be entertainment and you can put up the shields, right? And that should protect us, right? If we have the right intention.
The intention is so important. And you might notice that some of them are stronger than others. Some of them have more intention behind them.
Yes.
So some are designed more intentionally than others, but all of it kind of comes from the same space. So as long as your intention, your frequency, your belief, your faith, your light stays higher than that, then you can dissolve it, transmute it, and you can watch or enjoy without attachment.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sure. Anything else?
Well, could you tell us what the worst stations are or the worst streaming platforms, or does it matter?
Well, it changes, and Netflix has been the reigning champ for some time, but other places will also catch up. Nickelodeon is not great, and Gia is resisting this so much, but hip hop is a problem.
Oh no. Well, I think we can just be sovereign and use our shields and understand that every once in a while we'll need to be cleared. Is that good enough? That's what Gia and I both do.
It is, and it's not always been that way. The reason that it is a problem now is because it has become the most popular.
Okay.
So whatever is the most popular is typically the one that has the most going on. So if country music is the most popular, then it's country music.
I get it.
They all have similar vibrational frequencies because they are all set to a discordant hertz. So again, it doesn't really matter. Just some have more.
Okay.
And so maybe those are good teachers and tools for us because we can feel them. And you may feel more addicted to it if you can't get it out of your head or you always want to listen to it constantly. It's a little bit of a flag there.
Can you tell us about the Greys? They are often depicted in media as being really evil, and the ones that I've met are very helpful beings. Are there any Greys on this planet that are trying to do bad things?
Sure. There is no race, no species, no sentient being that is within a group that is all light. As far as galactics or humans, there is always some who are working in nefarious ways because that is the role they're playing at this time, and some that are not.
Well, would you say there is a majority of negative Greys versus positive on Earth influence?
I wouldn't say majority, but
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Yeah.
it's more even 50-50 than some because
Okay.
of the history of the Greys and the exploitation that they experienced from other races that have
Right.
controlled them and that have abused and enslaved them. Many of the things that the Greys are accused of actually happened to them, and then they were forced to do to others, just like human races who were enslaved and exploited and then villainized. It's not that different. It's a similar rhetoric.
Okay. Thank you.
It's not really fair because people want to point at one race, one group, one species, whatever you like to say. And that's just not how it works. There's always people and beings who are obsessed with power, who came to play that role of separation in the world, in all places. So they should not be villainized. And there is a certain sensationalism about this and a Hollywood component to this that is sad. They have used the media to really make them seem terrible. And
That's what I've always heard.
it's really not like that at
Yeah,
all.
because all the ones I've met have been wonderful.